to do so. So thank you. Except 10 of you, and I'm gonna tell you about it soon. But yeah, welcome to the Q&A celebration. This video is gonna be very special, and you might be like, oh my gosh, Adita, are you at the beach? Are you at the beach? No, don't worry about it. I am, as you can see, in the mountains. So, I want to make the video with this camera, but there's a problem. I didn't bring the proper charger for this camera, so eventually it's gonna run out, but yeah, it's fine. It's no problem. And start. Alright, we made it here to have breakfast. I don't know where the fuck we are. Huh? Oh, those are actual vineyards. That's nice. I can recognize it. Look. That's cool. Oh, look! Let's go. We're gonna have breakfast. Holy moly. Whoa. And then we're gonna go to the bathroom because I'm peeing myself. Look at all these plates. Look, they're selling Pokemon. They have a Clefairy, a Charmeleon, a Tortoise. Oh, hola. Buenos días.
To this day, I still regret not buying this plushie, the Charmander one. It just looks so fucking stupid and silly and disproportionate. Look at the big ass head. It's so pretty. The next time I traveled there, it was sold out. There was only like a couple, and I was like, fuck, dude. Oh my god, dude. I have no regrets in life, but this one. Rest in peace, Charmeleon.
Welcome everyone to the Q&A video, the long expected Q&A. Also, this is my microphone. Hello, I hope it sounds good. If not, rest in peace. So, I have brought the questions printed on a piece of paper. And I just want you guys to look at this for a second, because look. What the hell? I would like to say thank you very much to everyone that has hit the subscribe button on the channel. I think when I started to make videos, I really never thought I would get this far. Oh, the construction works stopped. Thank you. So I never expected to reach this number, and although it's not like an insane number, to me it is insane, because I never make sort of what you call commercial things. So things I know people like, you know, clickbaity things, like trendy stuff, shit like that. It's mostly just my life, the things I like, etc. And all of you, absolutely all of you, except 10 of you, hit the subscribe button without me saying anything. I never, ever told you to subscribe, because I've said it many times, but this is a hobby. This is not my job. So I don't actually need people to show up and comment and share and like and all of that. But if you do that, I still, of course, appreciate it, especially the comments. Some of them make me laugh a lot, so thank you to all of you that comment. And even if you don't say much and you just like drop by every now and then, I'm just happy that you enjoy the videos. I think that's more than enough. So thank you again, and I'm gonna begin this Q&A by first of all putting on a tiara. And you might be like, what, a tiara? Yes, a tiara. This thing right here, I hope you can see it well, is a tiara that I bought. Actually, I want to show it to you. Give me a second. This is how it looks. It's just a simple tiara, but it's very beautiful. And I'm gonna sort of crown myself today. For the longest time, I was kind of embarrassed to say that I like this kind of stuff, you know, cutesy stuff. I guess we could say a little childish. Oh my god, a fly. Yeah, but the truth is, I do like this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put it on and... Oh, what do you want? Sorry, there was a fly. Yes, let's begin with a little anecdote, shall we? This is from the time when I had less than 100 subscribers. I think I had like 93 or something like that. And back then, I would get followers. I would get like around 1 or 2 subscribers every week, sometimes 0, but the growth was like, you know, a little bit, let's just say, slow. And also, sorry if you can hear the construction over there, they're building stuff. I was growing, I was making vlogs, and I was getting some followers every now and then. And I remember I went on a... Also, I'll begin with the questions. Give me a second. I'm notorious for my long intros, so give me a moment. So, I had 93 subscribers or something like that. I was really close to 100, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so close to 100. What do I do? And I went to a Chinese restaurant with my coworkers. We were celebrating, I don't even remember what we were celebrating. This was back in, I think, 2021, I think it was, or maybe 2022. I don't know, it's been a while. And we went to that restaurant and we had food. At the time I was vegan, so I couldn't really eat much. I had a vegetable shumai. Yeah, I did not enjoy it, and I pretended I enjoyed it, but the company was great and I was having fun. And at some point during the reunion, I came out and said, hey, I'm making stuff on YouTube. Would anyone like to help me out get to 100 subscribers? And I only told like a couple of people, but I think it is spread across the table. And then everyone was like, what's your YouTube channel? And that night I reached over 100, right? And that was such a huge thing for me. 100 subscribers, that's insane. And now we're at 1,000. What happened? I don't know. Anyway, thank you and welcome to this lovely video. I'm gonna be reading and answering all of your questions. Thank you so much for all of this. This is insane. I received so many questions. This is absolutely amazing. Without further ado, let's get the video going. Which of these ice cream flavors would you prefer? Chocolate, strawberry, or vanilla? Now, instead of answering, I'm gonna give you some hints. Hint number 1. My favorite fruit is a strawberry. Strawberries are so good, I freaking love them. Hint number 2. My favorite Nekopara character is vanilla. And hint number 3. I think chocolate cake is more often than not extremely sweet. So, what do you think is the answer? Which one do you prefer? Alright, so 1. Vanilla! I freaking love vanilla. I think it's a nice middle ground between sweet. It's just sweet, but not extremely so. Not as much as chocolate. 2. Chocolate. Chocolate is just timeless. It's good. It's a nice flavor. And 3rd, oh, you already know, it's strawberries. Now here's the thing. I have never had a good strawberry ice cream, and this is insane. Also, I don't know why I'm screaming. The microphone is right here. If you know any like good, oh shoot, a bee. If you know any good strawberry ice creams, can you please tell me? Can you send them to me? No, I'm kidding. What is your favorite star? Now, I love stars. I love stargazing and all of that. I think it's very relaxing and beautiful, but I don't think I have a favorite star, mainly because I don't know any. The only one I know is the Northern Star, which is, I think, a very bright one. But other than that, oh shit, another bee. No, that's not a bee, that's a hornet. There's also what we call Tres Marias, which is 3 stars that are lined up, and they show you where the south is, I think. Moving on to the last question from Daisuke. Finally, would you like to own a dog in the future? The answer is no. Hi, the battery ran out, which is such a shame. Anyway, we're gonna continue with the DJI. We have the big ass angle, so I hope you like it. So I don't know where I left off. The battery ran out, so I was answering that question about the star. And yeah, I don't have a favorite star, but I like the northern one and the Las Tres Marias. Would you like to own a dog in the future? Says Daisuke. The answer is the answer is no. I am a cat person through and through. I love cats. I don't want a dog, even though when I was a child I wanted to have a Siberian Husky. I think I'm good. I am happy with Kimi and cats in general. They're wonderful. Also, I'm gonna go in the shadow because I'm burning my ass off. Give me a second. There's so many hornets here. This is dangerous. This location is dangerous. Should we go elsewhere? I have so many questions left. I think I'm gonna go like inside because this is getting spoopy. The background is very beautiful, but I'm fearing for my life. So let's go inside. Da, 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 da. Changing location because it is so... What is that? Oh, that is instantly so much cooler. Welcome. I think the camera is crooked. Alright, thank you Daisuke for your questions. We're gonna move on to Pancito. Pancito asks, what got you to start drawing, singing, and creating content? Well, drawing, it was just something that I always liked. I don't even know when exactly I started because it's been that long. But I can tell you that I've been doing it for a long time. As well as singing. I have this anecdote that before I could speak, I was already humming. This is something my aunt noticed when I was a little baby. I was hanging out on my little... Is it called cradle? Cradle, I think. And she told my mom, hey, your baby is singing. And my mom was like, what are you talking about? She can't even speak. And then she was like, no, but listen, for real, for real. And she got close to me, really close, and she heard something like, something like that. And yeah, I guess I was doing something. I don't know. Creating content. Yeah, I think a bit of loneliness, it made me want to express myself and just have an outlet where I could just let it all out. You know what I'm saying? What was the creative idea behind the chat design? Would you allow me to yeet you? Oh no, that's another question. What was the creative idea behind the chat design? So I have a video series, or at least like a couple videos, in which I go into detail on how I made the chat Nord design, like all of it. So you can watch those videos. I'm gonna put them on screen here somewhere. Oh my god, what is that? Is that a bee? Dude, I'm not even safe in here. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I'm not good with insects. Okay, so I have those videos and you can go and watch them after this one. Or during this one. I don't know. But to sum it up, I wanted to create a VTuber character. So I looked up information because it's not the same thing to create a character for a video game, a character for a manga, for a visual novel, and in this case a VTuber. You kind of have to, well, you don't have to, but there are certain key elements that it would be nice to have into consideration. For example, the silhouette, how recognizable your design is, especially in the VTubing scene, which has a lot of very nice looking creative individuals, original characters and all of that. So what makes your design stand out from all of them? That's something you have to think about. And I try to follow all, if not most, of the tips that I investigated. And I made my design, which is the angel wolf. And I am really proud of the design that I made 100% on my own. I think it's super cute. I love it. It's adorable. But if I were to make another design, I think it would be slightly different. I would change some things. Although the one I have is absolutely adorable. I won't do anything to Chat Nord design wise. I think he's a cute little wolf. I freaking love him. Oh, and the creative idea was just basically me, but in a more fantasy setting. So the things that I like, the colors, the white hair, which is my favorite hair color, and the comfy outfit, that was the first design. Then I made the chibi one that has a sort of pajama kind of style. And the third one was the one I didn't make into like a PNG tuber or a VTuber, which was the leaning completely on the magician fantasy kind of thing, which is the latest design. I have a couple sketches, so I'll show you. I'm happy about all of the designs I've made. So thank you for the question, Pancito. We're gonna move on to, would you allow me to yeet you? Absolutely not! There you go. Have you considered learning any new artistic skill in the last time? Which ones? Funny that you mentioned this, because just like last week I wanted to start, well, not start, it is something I have done in the past, which is watercolor. Yay! I absolutely love watercolor. It's even more fun to me than oil on canvas. Hello, it's very hot. I've been editing for I don't know how long, and I actually want to show you some of the things I've been drawing lately. Let's see, I think I have some of them in the living room. I do. I think Kimmy's there right now. This is one of the first ones I made. It's a landscape. Then one of the latest ones I made just a couple days ago. It's Kimmy. Oh, who is that, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Okay, let me show you, because this is cool. This is nice. Okay, so I got myself a paintbrush. It's called a paintbrush. This one is Pentel. And it's basically this. I've been using it like this, and it's wonderful. It is waterproof, not entirely, but it's pretty good. And this, oh, Kimmy's so cute. You're such a baby. As you can see, I have been painting already. So it is super fun. I also have this one, this Canton, which works really well. I've only used it once. I kind of prefer this paper though, because it has so much texture to it, and it is 300 grams. Isn't that right, baby? Yeah. I want to show you another work. Look, it's Natsume. Heck yeah. Well, come on. Oh, wait. I have something cool. Something nice. Aside from that thing, which is so adorable. Look at him. I have on the wall Kimmy eating food. Okay, I have another work right here. This one's called The Guiding Star. Made with the same sketchbook. And this one, which is one of the first ones I made. It says right there, January 21st. And it's a self-portrait, and I cannot really show you because it doxes my eye color and, you know, privacy and shit. I don't know, it's just super fun to me. And like I said in the video, I'm excited. I don't know if I expressed that enough, but I'm really excited and I really love it. So yeah, okay, let's go back to the screen. Oh, also I got a paper fan. It's super big and I really like it. I have so many updates. Okay, this is the last one. Look, I put a little bell in there as decoration. Isn't that so cute? Alright, I gotta go. I'll keep talking forever if I don't stop. Bye. I want to improve my technique this year. Hey. Okay, next question. No. I say, thanks for the questions, Dai and Pancito. I thought you misspelled meet you, but you actually wanna yeet me. Bruh. Thanks a lot for all your questions, Pancito. We're gonna move on to Ripa World. Ripa has a lot of questions, but I will answer all of them. So let's begin. How did you come up with the name Shad Nord? Well, Shad is a name that is short and simple and is gender neutral, so I chose it because of that. Nord is the Norwegian for north, and I have this saying that if you always have a north, it's like you always have a point of reference, you know where you're going, you will never get lost. So that was the idea behind Chat Nord, but I don't use that name anymore. So yeah. Why is your cat named Kimmy? I don't know who Kimmy is with double M and a Y, but my cat Kimmy, she got her name because I looked at her. She was a little baby. I looked at my cat and I was like, you're a Kimmy. She looks like a Kimmy. She's a Kimmy. When will be the next stream? I don't know. I don't stream anymore, and I don't really plan on going back, so I don't have an answer for that. I don't know. When is the next model? Oh, since I don't stream, I don't think I'm gonna like commission a new model or make one myself, which I did consider at some point. I don't think I'm doing that. The streamers that I personally admire are not VTubers. They're also not webcam streamers. They're just people that have a microphone and like some kind of gameplay or whatever the hell, and they just stream. And those are my favorite ones. So if I ever went back to streaming, I'm not even sure if I would use a model to begin with. Is there anything big for your career? I don't know, is there? I mean, define big. You mean like known? You mean famous? You mean rich? What do you mean, is there anything big for your career? I mean, I am an artist, and I'm trying to make a living out of it. I'm still in the works. I'm still trying to figure that out as I figure out all other things about myself. That I think if you have been on a channel for at least some time, I think you might know what I'm talking about. Will there be a blog of you going around the world? A Reaper, what? I don't know. I mean, I did have a dream last night about me at a grocery store, and there was this like big table with a bunch of foods, like specifically Christmas foods. I don't know why. Christmas foods of different parts of the world. And I tried them, and they were all so delicious and amazing. And at the end I was like, there's nothing from my country. That's a shame. But traveling the world, it seems interesting, it seems fun. There are many places I haven't been to and I want to go to, but that will come later. And whether or not I make a vlog of it, maybe, who knows. Any new collaborations coming up? I don't really do collabs anymore, really. Wait! Yes, I will, but not like playing games or stuff like that. I am gonna be continuing my interview series, which I've only made one interview, but I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna continue. The next guest, you know who that's gonna be? You know who that's gonna be? It's an animal, man, thing, person. Anyway, next question. Will you expand your merch store? That is the idea. I do wanna I wanna make it so that everyone in the world can get the stuff that I make, my handmade stuff, you know. So I do plan, or that's at least a wish for me, to open an online store. But for that, I need a lot of information. I've never done this before. And I'm not a kid anymore, so I'm not just gonna jump into something without properly informing myself of how to do it. So first I'm gonna, talk to a few people, do some research, learn, and test the waters. Nothing is set in stone. I'm gonna test things. Kiss! Let's continue. Will you reveal your face? No. There's a reason why I don't show you guys my face. I don't tell you my age. I don't tell you my full name. I don't tell you the name of my family. I don't tell you my shoe size. Okay, maybe shoe size I have revealed, but I don't give you a lot of private information for a reason. That is a decision I've made since the beginning of the channel. And now I have even more reasons not to, plain say, hey, this is where I live. Hey, this is I do think very highly of my personal info, my private life. I don't want that to get mixed in in the channel. Although the channel is about me and my life and my adventures and my the things that I enjoy, I still don't want to cross that line, because Reaper, there are things that can happen, and yeah, no, I'm not taking that risk. And even though I have only 1K subscribers, who knows, maybe in the future there's gonna be 2K, 3K, maybe one day, who knows, maybe I'll get 10,000 subscribers. And I don't know what kind of people are gonna be following me, you know? I don't know what kind of intentions they can have. Okay, my face is not me, but it is a big part of my identity, like my person, and that to me is so important to keep to myself. Will you get another cat? I am really happy with Kimi. I used to have 2 cats. Kimi had a sister called Mimi, but Mimi ran away. So I want to protect Kimi and focus on Kimi, and not necessarily be like, oh, I just want to have all the cats of the world, all of them. No, Kimi is enough for now. I always want to be surrounded by a cat though. I've decided that I love cats so much. I always want to have a cat with me. Are you still recovering? I'm recovering from a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I was broken as a person. I mean, like emotionally, like heart broken into little pieces and mind broken into pieces. And I am recovering so much that is me, that was me, and that at some point I was stripped away from my own personality, my own values, my own self. And so yes, I'm still recovering from all of that. I am still recovering, but I'm doing really well. It's amazing. For example, I'm here right now, right? And this is not my bedroom. So I'm out here and I'm really happy. Why did you choose the color of your models? Oh, I love, my favorite color is pastel blue. So a very, very pale shade of blue, extremely pale. And I also like teal, although it's interesting. I don't know if you're interested to hear this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So blue is a very cold color, right? Ooh, cold. When the sun is not around, things tend to get a little blue, and the sun that is like super warmth and all of that, warming and all of that, tends to be like yellowy, you know, red, orange. Usually when you make a model, if you just choose warm colors or cold colors, you will make a banger design, because it's just like harmonious. But I decided to go the other way. I decided to mix a little bit of both. I like earthy colors, like green and brown and beige, and also this like kind of honey mustard color. So I was like, okay, let me choose some of those that I like, and I put them in the design, and I think I nailed it. Do you have a concept sketch of your model before finalizing? I have so many. My character has been through so many stages, and if you watch that video, I have a lot of like screenshots and like old art that I've made of the character. So if you're interested, check out those videos. I go into detail. Why did you choose the style of your videos and streams? So I didn't choose the style. The style chose me. No, I'm kidding. About the videos, as you have noticed from watching this particular video, you know that it's pretty calm compared to some other videos that are very fast paced. They have a lot of cuts and action and different angles and like memes thrown on your face all the time, and it's very stimulating. I don't like that kind of stuff. When I watch stuff like that, I actually get nauseous. So I don't make it, because it's too much for my brain. I start to malfunction. So that style comes from probably me growing up with like old YouTube videos and all kind of old style of editing, which was sometimes, you know, less crazy editing and more good fucking content. Yeah, it's just my personality, I guess we could say. Then, do you have some regrets? Before we can... Oh, fuck, I hear myself. Wait. There we go. Before we can continue with the video, I wanted to take a moment to literally plug myself, because I am writing a story at the moment, a novel, a lovely book, and I would love for you to check it out. I have books in my Ko-fi. There's a lot of things. There's a comic, there's a poetry book collection worth of like many 10 years worth of my poems. That's crazy. And then of course there's
La Nuit du Noir, my book, available now. Dude, I'm doing this because no one else is gonna promote myself. I'm indie. I need to do this shit. So check it out if you like voice love and drama and silly stuff, because there's a bit of everything. So thank you, and let's continue with many questions. Reaper, you have so many questions. Lamau.
I am human. Of course, sometimes I am like, yeah, I wish I could go back to that day in like 2009 and like not say that dumb shit I said. Yeah, of course, I felt that feeling of like, man, I messed up. I wish I didn't. But I always think that things happen for a reason. And if you messed it up, you can always own up to it. Own up to your mistakes. If you were a piece of shit, say, yeah, perhaps I didn't act like I should, or I said something that wasn't particularly nice to someone. It's important to, instead of regretting it and feeling bad about it, you transform it, right? So if you can apologize, and if the other person doesn't forgive you, that is completely fine as well. You don't feel bad about it, as long as you're like truly wishing to better yourself and you're a little better each day. That's more than enough. Was your collab with Nova? Did your collab with Nova impact your streams and videos? Yes, every single friendship I've had, every single person I've met, every single relationship I've had has impacted me in a way. And of course, interacting with Nova, which is also a content creator and a streamer, of course it impacted me as a person. It impacted my content a little bit, maybe in ways I don't even realize. So yes, of course. Will you continue art? Yes, art always. Art! And being a VTuber. I don't know. Will you introduce your family to chat? No, like I said before, my family and all of those private things are best to keep to myself. I want to keep them to myself, so I hope you can respect that. Smile. That's not a question. But if you want me to smile, well, I've been smiling the whole video. You just cannot see it. Thank you, Reaper World, for your questions. Now we're gonna move on to Mango. But first, a little ad. You're never gonna see ads on this channel because I fucking hate ads. But here's what I'm gonna do anyway. I'm gonna promote my own shit because I am an artist and no one is promoting my shit. Because I'm not like making ads because I hate ads. Anyway, do you like yaoi?
There's no way I'm gonna plug myself twice in this video. That's funny and crazy. Anyway.
Great, I do too. And I am writing a story that has to do with that and a bunch of other things. So if you want, please read my stuff. I'm writing a book. I'm putting a lot of effort into it. So if you want, check out my Ko-fi. All my works are there for you to check out. There's also a comic that I made, if you're into that, and my poetry book, Shadita's Book of Poems, Volume 1.
Hi, I also have a place in my vlog, which is very cute. Look at the cat. I have a place right here, which is Project Status, in which I have recently compiled all the projects I'm working on, whether they have been released or I plan to release them. There is like information, the synopsis, the genre, so if it's up your alley, you can check it out and go to the link to read it. So yes, back to the video. What the fuck was that?
I would like to shout out my store as well, but it's not open yet. But maybe by the time this video comes out, I'll have my international store. This is my website, shaditastore.com. No, it's not. Please don't go there. Maybe it's a scam website. I don't know, but hopefully I'll get a URL. That would be amazing. All right, back to the questions. Manguito says, Mango, what the fuck? Are you Belgian? Bro, I've told you many times. You know where I'm from. Wait, actually, let me ask you a question. Why do you think I'm Belgian? What the hell? What do you hate the least? For example, something you hate but can live a happy life with. Well, yeah, there are many things that I hate. I don't know what I hate the least, but I can tell you something that I hate but I can live okay with. which is smokers. I don't like smokers. If you're gonna ruin your lungs and ruin everyone else's lungs, that's just fucked up, and I don't like that. I'm very open about it. I'm not okay, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go to like every single person that I see that's like smoking a big fat blunt, and I'm gonna be like, yo, you're ruining everyone's air. No. So yeah, I hate it, but I can live with it, because I'm like, man, that was your decision, you know. If you had a fight with an animal, if you had a fight with an animal, which animal do you think you could take on? None. What? Device is overheated. What? Is it overheated? Really? Oh my god, I've been recording for way too long. Should I stop? Should I make part 2? Hello? No, I don't wanna. Only 10% of battery remaining. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, let's move on. Fight with an animal. I think. No, I don't want to. Don't make me fight an animal. Favorite color? Pastel blue. Do you make DIY smoothies or tea? And if so, what is your go-to recipe for them? I don't make DIY smoothies. Wait, fuck, I do. I like, I don't know if you can get this all the way in Finland, Manguito, but I like smoothies with 3 ingredients. Papaya. You probably cannot get this in Finland. Whatever. Papaya, pineapple, and what's the other one? If you only have those 2, you'll make a banger smoothie. But if you can also add strawberries or some orange juice, and you have a delicious smoothie that I freaking love. And tea. No, I don't make DIY tea. I just buy it from the store. Was pasta a mistake? No, I freaking love pasta. Okay. Do you still remember by name the artists who inspired you enough that you try to take pieces of their style, and if so, who are they? So, I grew up on Pixiv, alright? Fuck, what the hell? Oh my god, I guess we're doing a part 2. Hi, how you doing? What are you doing? What are you up to? You're eating. Hi, what's your name? Sneeze? Hi, you're a tiny little one. Oh, hi! This is a phone. I don't think you guys would eat a phone, would you? No, right? Ah! Sorry. There's a lot of flies, but no worries. Hey, look, it's a finger. Do you eat fingers? No, you don't. Bye. Hello. Oh, you want food, right? I wish I could give you some. That's it. Hey, come back. Yo, bro. You want some? Come here, baby. Oh, shoot. You snatched it. I like that attitude. Hi, hello. My DJI stopped working because it was too hot. Also, I've been recording for like a long time, but no worries, the video goes on. We're gonna continue with this kind of weird angle. I hope you don't mind. Do you still remember by name the artist who inspired you enough that you tried to take pieces of their style? I grew up in Pixiv. I don't know if you know Pixiv, but it's full of Japanese artists, mostly. And back in the day, I used to browse a lot of art there, and I saw many people posting things, and I was like, oh my god, I love this, I love that. I love how they make the hair, the eyes. And I tried to like imitate their technique. Of course, it didn't look the same, but I like incorporated a little bit of that into my own art style. And I don't remember their names. It's been so long, I don't remember them. I also went on Google to look at chibi images because I started like with chibi style. Unfortunately, I don't remember the names of those people, but thank you so much for making me the artist I am now. What is the best mistake of your life? By that I mean one that in short term caused issues, but long term opened a good path to walk on. I would say my relationship with the Norwegian guy, I would say, because it was something that, not on short term, but throughout the relationship, it brought a lot of things that were like incredibly sour to me and difficult. But now that it's over, I am completely changed because I got to live somewhere completely different from my country. I went all the way to Northern Europe and experienced life. I got hurt so much. I have scars, I have cuts, I have so many things from those days. And I mean, like, literally, I hurt myself physically a lot. And I learned how to cook. I learned how to, you know, live elsewhere, and that made me grow up a lot. So was it a mistake to be with that person? Well, maybe we weren't the right fit for each other, but I still think the experience was good for me overall. If you could go bankrupt from selling one type of metal, if you could go bankrupt, what the fuck are you asking? If you could go bankrupt from selling one type of metal, which one would it be? I don't know, tin? Copper? What kind of question is it? Why are you asking me this? If you could go bankrupt. I don't want to go bankrupt. No. The answer is no, Mango, no. Thank you, Mangita, for the questions. We're gonna move on with Otto. Yay!
But before we move on with Otto, I wanna give a little Easter egg. One of my old intros actually has Manguito's voice in it. Oh fuck. Let me show you real quick.
Rise and shine.
Yep, he said that. Also, I don't fucking remember how we got that audio. We were just DMing each other and then that came up. I'm not sure why, but it was cool. And then also, I think I'm the only person from like the Discord that has actually talked to him, like has done a voice call with Mango. He was playing, I think, Dark Souls 2, I believe. And it was so freaking fun, dude. You only showed up once. We only talked once, but it was so freaking fun. Dude, let's hang out. Fuck, join the VC whenever you can. Let's hang out. Thank you for your questions. Let's move on.
Otto asks, what started your desire to create things on the internet? Well, I think I already answered this question from Pancito, coincidentally. Yeah, it was the need to express myself, and it's completely different to make like a diary entry that's only for you and your demons. No, I'm kidding. And something that you make public, like this video, right? Anyone in the world could watch this, and it's a completely different feeling. I guess I just wanted to be heard, and as long as you get something from it, like a lesson, maybe a little laugh, maybe you fart, I don't know. What is your favorite song music artist? I have a favorite song which I've had for a long time, and that is The River. Also, this angle is weird. I'm gonna go get something. Don't worry about it, I'm making a DIY. As I always do, because I'm DIY in my life. Yep. But this video's gonna be long as hell. Grab some popcorn, get a coffee. Oh my god, my leg, no, my arm. What's your favorite song? Oh yeah, my favorite song, I told you, right? The River by Good Charlotte. I love that song. I listened to it when I was young, loved it, and I still like it. But it's not on my playlist for some reason. I don't really have a favorite music artist. I mean, my favorite K-pop group, I don't know if that counts, is TXT. But back in the day, I used to like this band a lot. It's a Norwegian band. I wanted to make covers of their songs because they were really cute and I wanted to sing them. And I said, hey, I communicated, hey, do you have the instrumental version of your songs? Because I love to make a cover. And that band is called Din Morris. And I'm gonna give you a little sample of their songs, why not? Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna sing Alt A E. Alright. A lot meg rive mer. En gang for meg fant han sjå sitt likevel. Ingen varit till om det som nå akkurat kommer till oss sig. Och lite det. Som det sent kan du ligga i hjørnet, la meg gå. Kan du ligga i armen, la meg gå. Det er bra for det, du kan drikke alle under bordet, baby. La meg imponere, la meg rive med alt til dam du har lyst til det. Som alt er du har... Oh, hola! Sorry, my singing was interrupted, but that was a bit of the song. Next question. How did you develop your sense of fashion? That's an interesting question. I guess it's a mixture of what I've said about the earthy tones. I also like sort of, I don't know if you could call them like old style of clothing, but I do like more old-timey things. For example, let me show you two of the new things I've gotten, which I love. For fuck's sake, it's so pretty. I've gotten these two blouses. So this is the first one. It was open, very open. So I, you know, put a little thing. And this second one, I like it so much. That is a similar fabric. It's the same fabric actually. It has embroidery. It's very nice for the summer. And this is really cool. I got myself a, what's called, I don't actually know how to call this. I'm gonna be honest. It's a kimono style. So it goes like this. You know what? I should put it on. Give me a second. You tie it here on the inside. Ba-ba-bum. Sorry, I'm only showing you half of the screen. Whatever. And then you tie it around here. If you know what this is called, let me know. Because I have no idea. And then at the top here, I've added like a little thing. It didn't come with this, but I make it so that like when I wear it, I usually don't wear anything below it. So if I'm ever like crouching like this, up like picking shit up, it's not gonna like malfunction my ass, you know. Anyway, this is the outfit. That is the neck. It's very pretty. I love it. Also very fresh. It's made of cotton. I love overall good materials and good comfy things. I really like comfy things. If it's not comfy, it's not in my closet. Even if it's super pretty, I don't give a shit. It has to be comfy. I remember at some point, especially during university, I was a lot into tech wear and a lot of like dark clothes. Now I'm more into colorful, but not super colorful. So yes, and then lastly is equals 3. Equals 3? Thank you, Arthur, for the questions. Now we're gonna move on to Reaper again. Reaper says, one more question. What is your favorite drawing that I did of you? The first one, because it surprised me. I had not received any fan art, or like it's very rare for me to receive it. So I was very surprised, in a good way, of course. So the first one you did. Pekor says, I don't have a question. I just wanted to say I admire your perseverance. A blessings goat. Thank you so much, Pekka! And then Viaudi says, what is your favorite worst test character? I would like to first of all disclose? Yeah. I made a couple characters for that game, and that gives those characters a bit of an advantage. But before I made those characters, my favorite was Killian, but then of course I made my own characters. I would like to say that my favorite worst test character is Deshim, because I made him and I love him. Thank you Pekor and Baudi. Oh yeah, I made a sort of like you could send me questions anonymously, and I didn't expect questions like that, so thank you. Do you have a romantic partner? No, I do not. Who is the best boy you know? If you want me to say you! Who is the best boy I know? That's gotta be Ren from the Dramatical Murder. He's so cute. Ren, it's him. And lastly, Do you you know what's funny? When I published the anonymous thing, I was like, oh, I wonder what kind of questions I'm gonna get from people. Yay! So I opened the page, and the first thing I see is, do you like CBT? Stop asking that question. I know who you are. You're not gonna get an answer from me. Shut the frick up. You've asked this so many times. Stop it. And those were all the questions. No, I'm kidding. Even though I'm inside, it's still really hot. Okay, so now we're gonna finish with a little extra, alright? Daisuke says, I just realized, Shadita, your YouTube channel has a tree icon, and her other account like Steam, blog, etc. has a tiny leaf. I just realized Shadita YouTube channel has a tree icon, and her other accounts like Steam, blog, etc. has a tiny leaf, meaning YouTube is your main platform, and the others are branches of it. Bark me if I'm wrong. The reason why I have a tree icon, an emoji, is because it's the same reason why I have one here dangling from my neck. The tree represents the family tree, so my ancestors and my family members, and I think very highly of my family. I think they are people that I hold dear to my heart, that have helped me so much throughout my life. So I thank them, especially my ancestors, because I'm here in this life because of them, because of the decisions that they took in their life. Good decisions, bad decisions, whatever they did in their life led to this exact moment. I owe them my life, so I have them into consideration every single day of my life. I talk to them, and I'm always thankful. So that's the reason. And the leaf, just because I like nature. It represents nature. Like I said, I like the color green and naturey things and earthy tones and all that. And that was it. That was the Q&A. How long was it? How long have I been recording? What's been going on? I don't know. Let's end the video outside. Let's go. I had planned to make this video in like my bedroom, or maybe in my living room or something like that. And then I thought, you know what? I should make it outside. I should touch some grass. I should go out this time. Because it's a special video. It's different. It has to be a little different. But it doesn't have to be, but I wanted it to be different. So that's it. That was the Q&A for the 1K celebration. I think I've said more than enough. I've talked, I've yapped, I have spilled all the tea, and I hope you have enjoyed. I have a question. I always for the vlogs, I always ask a question every vlog, and I always teach a bit of Spanish because that's my first language. So for this video, I'm gonna teach you one word in Spanish. I'm gonna teach you the word question. All right. The word question in Spanish is pregunta. Pregunta. As today's Spanish. And also the question for today is, also pregunta is female, so it's la pregunta, the question. And I have a question for you all. Today's question is, how did you stumble upon my channel? How did you end up here? What led you to maybe subscribing, or if you're not subscribed, what led you to watching like my stuff? I'm curious. Was it because someone told you? Was it the algorithm? Which video led you to this place right now? It's been a lovely day. I'm enjoying my time lately. I'm getting burnt. I am enjoying the sun. I went to the beach the other day. I did show you like the first clip of this Q&A was me at the beach. I went into the sea and I enjoyed it so freaking much. That's gonna be it. I still have to make the thumbnail. I'm gonna make the thumbnail now, maybe later. I don't know. Yes, I'll just see you guys in the next one. And again, thank you all so much for watching, for commenting, for enjoying, for farting, all of that. My cute tiara. No, I don't think the tiara is gonna appear in any more videos, but oh, actually, who knows? Yeah, maybe for the next celebration, if you ever get to like 10K or something crazy like that. Yeah, the tiara will be back because I like tiaras. I used to think they were a little childish, you know. That's why I never had the courage to buy one and wear one. But who the fuck cares if it's childish? It's so cute, and I feel like a princess. So yeah, I will just see you guys in the next one then. Take care and thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Woo!
Thank you for sticking around until the better and bitter bowl. In any case, you know what I noticed while editing this? Someone showed up in the middle of the when I was singing Låt mig riva med, that song, which is so nice. Yeah, I got interrupted there, and since then I became quieter and more shy just because someone else was in the room. Yeah, so that was a little poof. But other than that, I had an amazing time, and I hope you did too. So I will see you in the next Q&A. I'm not doing any of this again until when we reach like 10k and the video will be filmed on the moon. Yeah, see you then, and remember, life is amazing and you all deserve the best. My voice and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.